Bob, I was watching a group of crows the other day, all gathered on a telephone wire, just sort of observing. And it got me thinking about that old phrase, when the crowdy, oi of crow come and seat together. What do you think we can really learn from it?
Oh, that's interesting, Nixon. Crowndy, oi, I love that. It sounds like a secret society, doesn't it? For me, when I see a whole bunch of them congregating, there's always this sense of mystery, almost like they're having a very serious, very important meeting that we're not privy to.
Exactly. And that's where the learning starts, I think, because they actually are having important meetings in their own way. Crows as a species are incredibly intelligent. We're talking about problem solving, tool using, even facial recognition.
Facial recognition, really? So if I've been nice to a crow, it remembers me. And if I've, say, shooed it away from my bird feeder, it remembers that too. That's a bit unsettling, but also kind of cool.
Absolutely. Studies have shown they can remember human faces for years and even pass that information down to their offspring. So if you've been mean to a crow, its family might give you the cold shoulder. That alone teaches us about long-term memory and social learning.
Wow. So when they seat together, they could literally be sharing intel. All right, guys, remember that guy in the red hat? Not a fan. I'm picturing a whole Secret Service operation happening up there.
Pretty much. And that collective intelligence is a huge takeaway. When a group of crows gathers, often called a murder, it's usually for a reason. Sometimes it's a communal roost where they share information about food sources or safe sleeping spots. Other times it's about mobbing a predator like an owl or a hawk.
Yeah, I've seen that mobbing behavior. It's intense, like a coordinated aerial assault. It's not just one crow being brave, it's the whole gang coming together to drive off a bigger threat. There's a real lesson in unity there, isn't there?
Absolutely. It's a prime example of collective defense and risk assessment. No single crow wants to take on a hawk alone, but together they can overwhelm it. It speaks to the power of numbers and shared purpose. For us, it highlights the importance of community and mutual support when facing challenges.
So it's not just about strength in numbers, but smarts in numbers too. They're pooling their individual observations and experiences to benefit the whole group. That's a kind of organic data sharing network.
Precisely. Think about their problem solving. There are countless stories of crows using tools like dropping nuts onto roads for cars to crack them open or using sticks to retrieve food. These aren't just isolated incidents. It's often observed behavior within a group, suggesting they learn from each other.
I heard about that. Dropping nuts in traffic, that's next level urban survival. They're essentially hacking the human infrastructure for their own benefit. It makes you wonder what else they're figuring out when we're not looking.
It shows incredible adaptability and innovation. They're not just reacting, they're strategizing. And when they seat together, they're observing, communicating, and perhaps even teaching. The younger crows learn from the experienced ones. It's a continuous cycle of knowledge transfer.
So communication must be key for them. I hear them cawing all the time, but it sounds like just noise to me. Are they actually saying specific things?
Oh, absolutely. Their vocalizations are far more complex than just caws. Researchers have identified different calls for alarm, for locating food, for gathering, for expressing aggression, and even specific calls for certain predators. It's a rich language system, albeit one we're still trying to fully decipher.
That's incredible. So when they're all perched together, they could be having a full-blown conversation about the best dumpster in town or a particularly tasty worm patch they found.
Very likely. And beyond immediate information, they also demonstrate something called cultural transmission. That's where learned behaviors like how to open a particular type of garbage can or how to avoid a dangerous area are passed down through generations within a specific crow population.
Cultural transmission in crows. That's blowing my mind a little. So they have their own traditions, their own crow culture, essentially. And when they seat together, it's like their history class, passing on the wisdom of the elders.
You got it. It emphasizes the value of experience and the importance of listening to those who have been there, done that. It teaches us that knowledge isn't always innate. A lot of it is acquired and shared through social interaction.
I mean, how many times do we as humans try to reinvent the wheel instead of just asking someone who already knows? Crows seem to have figured that out. They're efficient knowledge sharers.
And they also demonstrate a degree of empathy and even mourning. There have been observations of crows gathering around a deceased crow, sometimes for extended periods. It suggests social bonds and a recognition of loss within their community. Another profound lesson in interconnectedness.
That's really moving, actually. So these seemingly common birds are teaching us about communication, collaboration, memory, problem solving, cultural learning, and even empathy. It's like a masterclass in community living, all happening on a power line above our heads.
Exactly. So the next time you see a crowndy or of crows come and seat together, don't just see a bunch of birds. See a living, breathing example of collective intelligence, social structure, and profound learning. It reminds us that wisdom isn't exclusive to one species. And if we just observe, we can learn so much from the natural world around us.
I'll never look at a gathering of crows the same way again, Nixon. It's a powerful reminder to pay attention to the wisdom that's literally right above us, and to appreciate the intricate social fabric of even the most common creatures. Thanks for shedding some light on the secret lives of crows.
My pleasure, Bob. And that's all for this episode. Keep your eyes to the skies, folks, and always something to learn.